Resellers, it's Suzanne. And before I get into the topic of today's video, I just want to thank everyone who has bought items from my eBay store because you guys are just helping me with this move. I'm really not looking forward to moving 600 items. So I'm about 35 days out from moving, and every day I sell more and take more out the door so that I don't have to carry that to my new location. So thank you so much if you purchased anything at all. And the clearance sale is still going on. The link is below the video to my clearance section of my eBay store if you want to take advantage of some of those items on sale. And I continue to add more items every day. Now, some of you have asked if I am quitting eBay because I'm moving, and that is a hard no. Of course, I'm not quitting. I'm just doing a reset. This move was not even really planned. Just several things came up, synchronicities, and everything fell into place, so it's happening. And I'm doing a reset for 2021 and starting off in a new place. And my business is going with me. So don't worry about that. I am not quitting eBay. Some of you have also asked, how do you move an eBay business? Because that does seem very overwhelming when you are moving your personal items and you have to move a business at the same time. So this video is about how I'm approaching that. And if this ever comes up for you, or a move is in your near or extended future, maybe you're going to be retiring, or you're semi-retired, or you just want to downsize out of a big house into something smaller, these tips will definitely help you. In the last 5 years, I have moved a few times, so that's a long story, but sometimes things come up and moving to a new location is just the best solution for your situation. So let's go over these tips and maybe they'll help you whether you're moving now or at some point in the future. Okay, the first thing you want to do is downsize. And this has two parts. You want to downsize your personal items and your business items, which for eBay is mostly your inventory. So I have been working on that. I did give 60 days notice to the apartment complex where I'm living. So I have 60 days to tackle this project and make it easier to move everything and also make sure there is less of everything. And the one big thing you can tackle is paper. I used to keep all of my papers, such as bank statements, copies of bills every month, utility bills, all that kind of stuff that we did in the past. I'm a Gen Xer. We had everything on paper, but you don't need to do that anymore. Everything is pretty much online now. You can get any bank statement you want, any credit card statement you want, your utility bills, all of that is electronic. So you don't need to keep that stuff anymore. If you need something, you can go online and download it. So I used to have all of that in this giant 5-drawer metal filing cabinet, and it was full because I was afraid to throw anything away. What if I need it? And you just don't need all that stuff now. So let me show you what I downsized to over the past couple of years. This has been a process, but I have it downsized to this plastic tub, which all of this stuff is going in a fireproof bag that I have ordered. It's not here yet, but that's where it's all going to go. And it's really just this very slim tub. And you don't need to keep that much. In here is my will, and my kids know exactly where it is. As you know, a loved one died this year, and a couple of friends lost parents this year. And so they're going through these mountains of paper that's just overwhelming because they don't know what to keep and what to throw away. So I feel like if I can encourage you to do that now, then it's much easier on your loved ones when you're gone. They don't have as much to deal with. So one thing I have in here is what I call the red folder. So the kids know that in this folder is my will. As of last year, I had it redone. Important papers that are difficult to get replaced if you need to, but you could. Car title, social security card, passports, insurance policy, life insurance policy. And I have a list of every account I have and every password to everything I have in this red folder. So if something happens to me unexpectedly, my kids know to go to that, and everything they need to take care of my business is right there. Another thing I did last year, which may not apply to you, was made my daughter part owner of my business. Gave her a small percentage so that if something does happen to me, it will pass seamlessly to her because she is part owner. It won't get tied up in the court. She won't lose any time. She can just jump in and take over the parts of my business that she can take over. Obviously not making videos because she's not me, and she's very introverted, and she's just not going to do that. So anyway, just putting this out there that if you are downsizing for a move, tackle your paper, because most of that stuff you do not need. If you do need it, you can always scan it and save it online. I also have a Google Drive set up with all of my accounts and any other information, what to do if this happens to me. Another thing that is in the red folder is my healthcare directive, so they know exactly where to go if something should happen. So I can't stress this enough to take some time to do this, because when you leave this behind to your loved ones, not only are they grieving you, they have to deal with all this stuff, and they may not know where any of it is. So it's kind of a morbid topic, I know, but it's reality. Nobody's getting out of here alive, and we can't take anything with us. So make it easy on your loved ones by shrinking your life down, especially your paper, and tell them where things are. So every January, we have a little meeting with the three of us, my son, my daughter, and me, and we go over what's in the red folder and make sure they know what to do. It's just like a little business meeting. Here's this has changed, whatever it is. So sorry to harp on that point, but you don't need to move all these mountains of paper that you don't need anyway. Moving is hard enough. Even if you hire someone to pack all your things, it's still time that you have to spend unpacking it, putting it away, going through it. The more you can do on the front end, the faster, easier, and less stressful it will be. And you can get back to your life and your business and doing eBay. And when I say downsize your personal items, I mean go through everything, every drawer, every closet, and see what you can part with. What have you been dragging around for years or maybe decades that you never use? So what I've been doing is every day I've been packing a box or two, and I have a donate bag set up by my front door so I can just drop things in there. I've got things up for sale, like lots of tools. I have this toolbox with all these tools in it. I've never used them. I don't even know how I got this, where these came from. It's just something I always have is my toolbox with wrenches and wire cutters and stuff like that I never use. So I don't need to take that. I can put that on eBay as a junk drawer lot or a tool lot and let that go on to somebody else who can use it. Books. I love books, but they're easy to replenish because I see them all the time at Goodwill. So unless they're my favorites or something I refer to a lot, I let those go. I donated those to the library because I like to support their library sales. But health and beauty products, I found things that I'm not going to use. Maybe somebody gave them to me. They've never been opened. Those went on eBay. And what's funny is I consider myself a minimalist, and I can't believe how much I've accumulated in the 3.5 years that I've been in this apartment. A lot of it was things that were $1 at Goodwill that I was like, oh, this is cute. I'll take this. This would look cute in my bathroom. And I'm not attached to it. So I would just rather redonate things like that than drag them with me to the next location. Okay, the second part of downsizing is your business, namely your inventory. So, what I did was I looked through my spreadsheet, I sorted it by date purchased, and looked at what were the oldest items. I ended those and put them in my clearance store with enough room to allow buyers to make offers. So, for example, if I paid $3 for something, I priced it at $9.97, and I'll take offers of $6 on items I paid $3 for because I'm getting rid of it. That's covering my cost, and it's basically liquidation. When any brick and mortar store is going to move, they usually have a liquidation sale so they don't have to move as much stuff. So going back to the time and effort it takes to move, even if you hire help, you still have to deal with it. So the less you have to move, the better. So every day until I move, I'm going to end between 10 and 20 listings and evaluate, how do I want to price this item? Do I want to get rid of it quickly? Or do I want to keep that? How long have I had it? And items I just purchased a month ago that I know I can sell for $50 to $100, I'm not marking those down to $6. That would be foolish. But I'm not going to drag all this stuff with me if nobody's interested in it anyway. If it's been out there for a year and I still have it, it's time to let it go, because where I live, it is very easy to replenish. And I can probably have my store back up to where I want it within a month or two, especially since I'm moving at the end of December. January is the gold mine month for thrift stores because people are donating at the end of December to get that year-end tax receipt. So I feel like I'm in the perfect position to replenish, and I'm not worried about that at all. And I'll probably reevaluate about a week before I move of items that I've had for a long time that are still sitting there, and probably just donate those. Because again, if nobody's interested, if it's been out there for a year and it's items that don't get any offers, they don't show up on my send offer list, there's just no interest. It's just no reason to take those along to the next place. Okay, another tip for moving your inventory is try to pack it in clear tubs or clear space bags, because it's hectic to move. And when you get to your new location, you want to be able to see what you have and get to it quickly if it sells. So it's really important to have that organized in a way that you know where everything is. And my plan is to move my inventory last. I'm doing a local move, so a lot of it I can do myself. And the movers that I'm hiring are only doing the furniture, like the beds and the couch and stuff that I can't move myself. But I can take several trips in my vehicle to the new place and take my inventory over last and unpack that and have that ready for when I'm officially living in the new space. So by moving inventory last, I know where everything is. It's in clear containers and it's at its smallest possible based on the previous steps of marking things down, taking offers, and going through and donating what I don't want anymore. Clear containers are really important, and they make things a lot easier to find items when you're in the new place that have sold. You can get them shipped out quickly. Okay, the next tip is to increase your handling time a couple of days before you move, and then change it back a couple of days after when you're settled. You have your internet hooked up in the new place, you have your printer set up, you can print labels. all of those parts of the business that are necessary to ship items. And there is the new time away feature on eBay, but I've been hearing that it does not change the handling time. People have been having problems with that and then getting late shipment dings on their account. So I'll let you know if I use that and how it works for me. But at this point, you can just edit your handling time, and that gives you a couple of days to get everything moved out, get to your new place, and get settled. Now, if you're doing a cross country move or moving to another state or somewhere really far away where everything has to be packed, you can't just do it in several trips like you would a local move. You're going to need more time. So just use that extended handling time to give yourself a break so you won't be all stressed out about what's sold, because moving is stressful enough, even when it's easy. That handling time extension will give you some room to breathe to get back into your business. And then the last tip is also pack your shipping supplies last, because then when you unpack, that's the first thing you unpack at the new place, and you will have your inventory and your shipping supplies ready to go. So for me, the order is set up the beds so you have somewhere to sleep, and find your bath towels so you can take a shower, and then get your inventory squared away and your shipping supplies so that you have everything set up and you can jump back in and keep going. Because it is stressful to know that you may have orders piling up and you're going to have a lot of things to ship, and you're in a new place and you're figuring things out. So just give yourself a break on that. Don't try to do it all in one day, but eBay's not going anywhere. You're going to get back into it. If there are any problems, you can always message those buyers and say, hey, we just moved. We can't find this item, or, we can't find our shipping supplies, or whatever the situation is, and just say, would you like to cancel, or do you want to wait until we can find this, or would you like to pick something else? So every problem has a solution. It's just thinking through how you want to handle it. And I was in the same home from 2003 to 2015. And then my kids grew up, left, and I'm kind of bouncing around figuring out where I want to go and what I want to do. So I have moved a few times in the last 5 years and kind of got this down to a science of making it easy. So I just wanted to share those moving tips with you. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I'm happy to answer, but it's just planning, reducing the amount you're going to move, and then giving yourself some time to actually get moved before you start your business up again. Okay, sorry if I rambled on a bit, but I am really all about keeping things in order and organized for your loved ones if that is ever an issue, because as we've seen this year, nothing is predictable anymore. So get your things in order if they're not. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.